This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, yeah, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
What's up, my wonderful peeps? Sports to the bone here. Shout out to all the viewers, subscribers, and the followers. Big up on yourself. Alright, my viewers and subscribers. So, coming up in this video, we have a couple of cricketing stories to take a look at. We see where a former CEO former CEO of the 2007 World Cup, he had something to say about the fitness level of West Indies players and the unprofessionalism. So we're going to be looking at that story. We also see where the CWI announced on their website that tickets are now out for sale. They spoke about the England the England series, and we also see where England went ahead and they put out their their squad that will be taking us on, I think, in the white bar. So I'm going to be taking a look at that, my viewers and subscribers. So, before we go any further, just going to ask you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. Also, turn on the post notification bell, leave a like, and also drop a comment. All right, so we're going to start off on the Sportsmax website where we see businessman Chris, I think his last name is Dyrin. He slams the West Indies players, says that they are unfit, and it is very sad to see how far the team has fallen. Now, Chris believes that the lack of professionalism among West Indies cricketers is hurting the region's chances of becoming a force in the cricket world once more. Now, Chris was the CEO of ICC World Cup held in the Caribbean in 2007. Now, he's saying that visually and performance-wise, the current West Indies teams just don't look the part. So whether it is T20, ODI, or Test, they don't look the part. Now, he's quoted as saying, there is no West Indies team that when they step out onto the field, they don't look like the athlete of the day. Right now, Chris argued that while speaking, he was speaking on the Mason and Guest sports talk show that we know goes on in Barbados on Tuesdays. Now, he's quoted as saying that is from a visual perspective. We were the athletes back then. We were the thing people would pay to come and see based on how athletic we were. Now, and when you look at this West Indies team now, at the test level or even at the recent T20 World Cup, it's shocking, right? A jarring visual to see how athletic the Bangladeshis are the Indians are, the Australians are, the Pakistanis are. We are outclassed, overweight, and looking unfit, he said. Right? Chris called into question the much Bollywood fitness test. He spoke about the fitness test that West Indies selectors often use as criteria for selecting players for international duty. Right? He went on to say that I quote, I don't care what fitness test they tell me some of these guys pass. I don't believe it. I am sorry. Can only imagine Aviv Richards in his day walking out with a patch, right? He went on to say that it was very disheartening to see how low the West Indies have fallen, right? Notwithstanding the talent that some of the players possesses. And he went on to quote and said, of course, they have some talent and everyone in the world can see that, right? And they went on to say every once in a while they will perform, but it can't be sustained because they are not professional. They are not even professionals as individuals, much less try and have a professional team. So, my viewers and subscribers, this is some stinging truth, I would say. This is something that we have been preaching, that the guys need to step it up, because at the end of the day, it doesn't look good if we claim that we are an international team. Then we have to try and match up and try and keep up with what is happening in the international world. So there you have it, my viewers and subscribers. That is what Mr. Chris had to say in terms of the West Indies professionalism and their fitness. All right, moving on to the next story. And we see on the West Indies website where they posted the West Indies versus England Caribbean tour. And we spoke about this on a couple of occasions. And we know they will be having 5 T20 internationals, which will be going on from January 22nd to the 30th in Barbados. And then the 3 tests, right, on from March the 8th to the 28th in Antigua, Barbados, and Grenada. And according to what they are saying, tickets are now available. So you can go out and get your tickets to go and support the guys. Now this series will be a very interesting one, right? 5 T20 internationals. You know, we get a chance to get some revenge based on what happened in the World Cup when they bowled us out for 55. We are hoping it won't be much of the same. We went up against Pakistan the other day. One could say a much weakened team. On the flip side, we could look at it and say that, well, it is the strongest team, just that they are inexperienced. Are you know, only a few of the older the senior players we will bring back to put together with this team. But we're just gonna wait and see how things turn out, my viewers and subscribers. So if you are in any of the locations that the games will be played, I guess you can start ordering your tickets if you want to go and see them. All right, so the next thing that we are going to be looking at before we finish off, my viewers and subscribers, is the fact that England, the same England that we're talking about, they named their T20 squad, right? That is set to take on West Indies. So we're gonna go through the names quickly and see if we are familiar with the names, or if they are naming some unknown players to come and take us on. All right. So as we said, I think it's about 5 T20 internationals. So I am on the England website and they are saying that England men name squad for West Indies T20 internationals. They said the squad of 16 players named for the series of West Indies, right? And they say Owen Morgan will captain that team. All right, so they have a lot of information here, but we're just going to go through and take a look at the actual squad. I think they have 2 newcomers. So Owen Morgan will captain the team, as I said. Moeen Ali is there also. Tom Banton, who I think is currently playing in the Lanka Premier League. Sam Billings, Liam Dawson, right? They have George Garton. They have Chris Jordan, Liam Livingstone. They have Shakib Mahmood. Well, Saqib Mahmood. Think he's the pace bowler that I would have referred to a couple of times on the channel. So Saqib Mahmood. They have Timal Mills, the left arm pace bowler there. You know, we saw him earlier this year. I think he picked up an injury, so I guess he's up and running again. They have David Payne, Adil Rashid, Jason Roy, Phil Salt, Reese Topley, and James Vincent. So those are the guys that will be taking us on. And in terms of the T20 series, Saturday, January 22 will be the first one, Sunday, January 23rd, Wednesday, January 26th, Saturday, January 29th, and Sunday, January 30th. So a packed calendar, well, a packed January it is going to be for us. You know, we are going to see if we can spend some time and cover each and every game, because we want to see what the players have to offer. You know, usually when we go up against England, even if the team isn't in the best spirit or isn't in the best of form, usually we will put up a fight. You know, and that is usually because we saw what happened in the World Cup. So I'm not saying that we are going to put up a fight and outclass them or outplay them. We have to be realistic. We see where our team is at, and we have to know that they are far, far ahead of us. So we just have to see how best we can look at it. All right, my viewers and subscribers. So we are going to leave it right here for now. Right. The next story that I probably want to look at a little later on today, we see where the ICC test batting rankings, you know, it has changed. The other day I looked at it, told you guys about Nkrumah Banner and Brathwaite and Jason Holder. So probably if I look at it later on, I'll just look at the top 10, talk about the players that are dominating the world of cricket and leave it at that, all right? So yeah, that is basically it, my viewers and subscribers. Just go and big up on yourself, Zane. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed, and also turn on the post notification bell. I'm out.